football is safer than it has ever been. Football is losing many potential players because the parents thought it was too dangerous to play. I'm going to tell you why. When played correctly and with modern technology, football is no more dangerous than any other sport. It is satisfying. Many parents that say that football is too dangerous have provided evidence that modern technology and technique do not make it safe. They say that no technology can stop a fundamentally violent game from causing harm, and that with many impacts, modern helmets are no better than vintage leather ones from protecting the head. These disprove that helmets can have come a long way in protecting the player's head within the game. Along with that, college athletes are typically healthy, but participation in the game, there's always a risk for injury. Heads-up football, which is supposed to keep the head out of the game, cannot prevent the head from hitting the ground, though. Proving that even when football is played correctly, there is still an unavoidable risk for injury within the contact sport. Although many of those parents have valid points, the reality is that football is safer than ever. Many injuries occur because of the wrong technique when blocking and tackling. Correct technique drastically reduces the risk of being injured through just keeping the head out of the game. Upper levels of football, like the NCAA, have safety guidelines and playing rules that minimize the risk. These rules are there to ensure that players are using correct technique because it reduces injuries by 76% and concussions by 30%. Along with correct technique, massive improvements in technology help to prevent injury. Modern helmets absorb more impact and shoulder pads that can support the neck, keep the head stationary and keep it safe from injury. The modern helmets can reduce the risk of concussion by 45 to 96%. Much of this reduction is because they are made out of plastic instead of leather, can absorb more of a shock, and that the inside is made of air pockets that can adjust to fit the head, and so the head does not move around inside of the helmet, keeping it from unnecessary contact. There's a risk of injury in everything, so football doesn't stand out compared to everything else in life. Many injuries are completely avoidable, so many players know that heads up is safer. They choose not to use this technique because they want the highlight reel hit. In doing so, they can end up injuring themselves and other players. In the NFL, the commissioner, Roger Goodell, tries to stop these highlight reel hits by fining and changing the rules of the game so these players do not get injured. This works for many of the players, not all. Seeing as we can't fine our youth to keep them from playing this way, they usually don't need to be because they're taught at a young age that heads-up football is safer and they can hit just as hard as they want. Pulling this all together, when people use correct technique along with the safest equipment ever created, football is just as safe, if not safer, than any other sport. So if and when you all have kids, please let them play football when they're young so football can have an even brighter future.
Do you know the expenses of making it?
They're usually pretty expensive, but most of the sports teams provide their helmets for the kids when they register.
Do high schools have access to this newer technology and helmets and things as
Most
well?
of them, they do because they get their helmets reconditioned every year, and if they're like out of date, they replace them to keep the kids safe.
Does FC also have that program?
Yes.
All right, John.